begin installing FarmTech fibre cement sheeting, lay the first sheet at the eaves at one end of the building with the smooth surface facing upwards. The head of the sheet should be positioned 50mm above the purlin and the sheet should be square to the framework. This first sheet does not need mitering. To fix the sheets, typically self-drilling screws can be used for timber and light gauge steel substructures as they provide a quick and effective one-step fixing operation. They have built-in wings to oversize the holes by the required 3mm and include multiple washers to seal it over. These are available in both carbon and stainless steel finishes depending on the building requirements. For certain applications, more traditional fixing methods such as hook and crook bolts may be required. Once in position, measure up from the bottom of the sheet to ensure the fixings are in the centre of the purlin. For a typical installation, the centre of the purlin should be 125mm up as shown. The sheets are fixed using a simple method of 2 fixings per purlin per sheet through the crest of the 2nd and 5th corrugations from the overlapping edge of the sheet. Take care not to over-tighten the fixings. If your project is located in any of the highlighted areas, then increased end laps and/or butyl sealing strips may be required. Speak to the Eternit technical team with any queries. A typical installation will require a 200mm end lap to prevent water ingress. To continue sheeting, lay the second sheet upslope overlapping the bottom sheet by the required end lap for your project. To avoid a build-up of fibre cement at the overlaps, a diagonal cut is made, called a mitre. The mitre measurements are dictated by the end and side laps as shown here. The mitre should be cut at ground level using a handsaw or slow-speed reciprocating power saw. Once the mitre is cut, the sheet can then be fixed into position using the 2 fixings per purlin per sheet rule through the 2nd and 5th corrugations, meaning the bottom fixings of the top sheet also become the top fixings of the bottom sheet. Ensure the fixing is in the centre of the purlin by measuring up from the end of the top sheet as before. When laying the sheets, ensure all end laps are aligned and adjacent sheets are correctly spaced using the gauge provided. Side-to-side spacing of the sheets can only be correctly achieved by using the gauge. Always sheet from eaves to ridge, mitering where necessary, and ideally align the first course of sheets on both sides of the ridge before continuing to ensure the ridge caps fit the corrugations correctly when placed on top.